Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to the illest illuminator for your January spread. So last but not least, I don't know what happened, but on the 31st of December, I was only about to do 3 readings, including you. And I just went down after the second. I was just like so that tired and I needed like days to really recover. So I was like, you know what? Sagis, they come in the new year. Let's see what the messages are in the new year. And I think I already know, yeah. See, look at that. 10 of Wands in the reverse. It was just like too much of a burden. A heavy cycle, having a lot of responsibility. So I'm sure that many of you have been on the same boat with me where you're just like, the battery just stopped, right? Like it was just like, okay, now things are getting too much, like taking a break because you've been hoarding a lot. So with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, this is like, dropping down a big burden or like closing out a cycle. It may have been very heavy or you may have not gotten to all that you wanted to do right before the end of the year, but still you got a lot done. So with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, that's the best card to have in the reverse. That's like, having to drop everything and just, starting on something new, starting on a new ace, right? So let's see. That looks good. That looks good. So I'm sure you all have been on the same boat where you were just that tired, could not really talk or, do anything. And I guess it's just the heaviness of the whole year that we've all been on, right? So let's just see what else for my dear Sagittarius. Ooh, Queen of Cups. So around this time, definitely during the full moon in Cancer, this is Cancerian energy, you may have felt a lot of your emotions, right? Like you are a fire sign, but you felt a lot of emotions running up and down. The Queen of Cups is someone that is very much in tune with her sixth sense. It's very much in tune with her, compassionate side, with her, empathic side, all right? Like having a lot of empathy towards people. But one of the main things that could be very problematic for the Queen of Cups is that she's an empath. And when we have an empath and we have the 10 of Wands, it means that you've been carrying on a lot of burdens of other people. It could be energetically, but it could also be the need to, help people, to be there for people, to show compassion. But the more you show compassion, the more you take on their problems, and it makes you kind of like go downwards emotionally. So needing to protect yourself emotionally and really listen closely to your intuition, what needs to be dropped and what can stay for the next year. So this is good though. This is good. Ooh, we've got the Two of Swords right next to it, and then we got the King of Pentacles. I'm gonna put them together. It looks like you're turning your back towards someone that could be a Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, would not, doesn't have to be, right? But both of you are kind of like in a stalemate here, right? Like you are focused on your issues, your problems, you're trying to fix things, you're trying to get rid of a lot of responsibilities that you've been carrying on an emotional level. And I feel like this person has the ability to be there for you, to be like your solid rock, but they are either confused or kind of like stuck. There might be another person, or should not be, but doesn't have to be, but it's talking about someone needing to make a balanced decision, and they're kind of like either ignoring you or ignoring your emotions, right? Maybe you spilled your emotions and they're acting on it as a King of Pentacles, very grounded, very solid, but not really moving a lot on whatever you had to say based on your emotions. Yet the King of Pentacles is a very positive sign of someone that is very stable, that is very protective, that is very goal-oriented, and someone that has a lot of charming energy around them as well. Someone that has a lot of stability, financial stability, and someone that it feels like someone that is in the background but does not really show up in your life. That's what I'm picking up. Like they are very solid in the background and you know that they're always there, but they're not really in the center of your life, because you both are very much focused on different areas right now. Some of you are starting to become empaths, and you're starting to become more spiritually aware of your emotions and other people's emotions, which is very tough. Let me just explain you that could be very tough, because sometimes you just get a rush of some type of a feeling that you cannot really place, especially if you've healed a lot, for example, and you have nothing to really, feel emotionally frustrated about, and yet you get like this yucky feeling in your stomach, and later on you start to understand that it's coming from someone else, and it does not mean that it's a negative energy. It can mean that someone is going through a lot of sadness or grief, and you're picking up on that. What else for Sag, please? Knight of Wands. Ooh, too many cards. Knight of Wands. Ooh, the Moon. Right underneath the Queen of Cups. So like I said, the Moon has been definitely putting some type of an emphasis in your life, and things may still be kind of like unclear for you. There's still a lot of confusion. You may be still wondering, like, I feel like you're wondering whether this person loves you or not. Like, it could be unrequited love, or the perception with the Moon could deceive you in thinking that there is a lack of love, or it could be the other way around as well. We kind of see what the outcome is, but I'm getting the feeling that you are under the impression that this person does not really care for you. And that might be something that is weighing very heavily on your heart right now, because you're really in the circle and cycle of trying to break through this cycle of understanding whether this person has love for you or not, right? Because they are still blocking you out, or they're not really talkative, is what I'm picking up on here. Wow, Queen of Pentacles right there. Then we got the King and the Queen of Pentacles in your reading. So, and then we have the Queen of Wands here. For me, that's too many people involved here already, but, we're going to see where that goes. Seven of Wands. I feel like there is something that you need to, there is something that you need to stay assertive in, is what I'm hearing, or you need to stand your ground in, all right? And do not let your emotions or the lack of clarity at this point make you have this rush of emotions and take some type of an action out of the Moon, because the Moon can be the lunatic, right? And the Cancerian Moon for me is usually kind of like connected to the lunatic Moon. That's just like a personal thing, because it's just heightens a lot of emotions and a lot of fear in regards to emotions, and you can get a little bit crazy. So if you've had to deal with a lot of crazy stuff internally, just mentally, just going through a lot of things where you're just like, oh my God, I'm driving myself crazy, like what is going on? That is definitely the effect of the Moon that we just had in Cancer. I do see that maybe, like I said, we got the Queen of Wands right there. So you're going to get your power back. You're definitely going to get out of this period of feeling rejected, feeling like very confused, thinking that there is too many options in regards to what the situation really pertains. I do see you both still being very... I feel like there's a stubbornness here. Like there's a stubbornness. I feel like both of you know that you are kind of like, I don't want to say the cliche thing, like meant to be, but in terms of your goals, in terms of how you both work on your career, on how determined you both are, you feel like you are a great match. Yet there is still a lot of uncertainty. There is a point here that you're trying to make on an emotional standpoint where you're trying to perhaps like disguise and hide your true emotions and your true feelings, because it's not your natural thing to explain your emotions, right? Because your natural thing is to take action and to, demonstrate with your actions how you feel. So action speaks louder than words. That's your opinion. And that's how you've been rolling for a long time. And that's why you have the Knight of Wands, because that is also an action card. Like, action speaks louder than words. But at this point, there is a lack of action coming from this person, because they, you know, they may be not ready for love, or they're rejecting love, or they're not really expressive of their love. So you're trying to stand your ground here with the Seven of Wands, still having faith in the situation and this connection. And what I'm seeing, and I don't know how this is going to develop like that in like a heartbeat maybe, but you have the Ten of Pentacles. So your outcome is loyalty. Your outcome is commitment. It's talking about having the stability and having the crucial and very important foundation between the King and the Queen of Pentacles, because they are the ones that are building up the Ten of Pentacles. So it may feel like you've been in a long cycle of illusion, right? But yet the outcome is like you both are there for a long time, even though a lot of things have been very uncertain for both of you, perhaps in regards to your future. We're going to see what more we have, because this is getting interesting. And of course we will have the He Says, She Says spread available on my website, illestilluminator.com, if you are interested. And if this resonates, of course. Oof, Page of Cups. See, there is love here, but someone is not really expressing it, right? Like, they're not used to expressing their love, and some type of an apology perhaps. One more on the Moon, please. Two of Cups. I'm telling you, there is love. There is love. That's why I feel like that Moon is the perception of you feeling like there is a lack of love. And it may be because you're just stressed out as well in regards to how much job you have. How much job you have? How much job do you have? Like, I got 2, 3, 4. But like, you are very busy still with a lot of closing out of last year's cycle perhaps. And because of that, you may feel very frustrated because you feel like this person is not backing you up. But I do feel like they are strong there behind you, like a pillar, but still something is blocking them from expressing this love. What else for Sagittarius, please? There we go. The light. This is the sun. This is the sun. Okay. Mental conflict. So someone is waiting for some type of a clarity. So perhaps both of you are not really expressive of your love towards one another. If that's the case, I feel like both of you are kind of like, what am I supposed to do, and how am I supposed to explain this person that I do care about them, or something in that form. But whatever the situation is, you know, the most beautiful thing is we got the Moon and the Sun, you know, that they always dance around each other. And when the Moon goes down, the Sun comes up, and the other way around. So this is like the yin and the yang. And you both probably don't know how to deal with this intensity, because the Moon and the Sun is like the Moon and the Sun, right? And if you both are on, you are the Moon, you are the feminine, this is the Sun, this is the masculine. Yeah. It's the yin and the yang here. That's all I can say. And it's going to come out to the light, and the outcome is going to be Ten of Pentacles, loyalty, but you have to be persistent. Do not give up. This card is called Faith with the Seven of Wands. So it's saying, like, you know, fight for what you believe. Defend to the end the worthwhile. Oh my God, that's one of the cards I really love, which I never really use, but maybe I should use that one. Why not? See, look at this. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. Exactly. See, again, that blue, that dark blue, meaning that, like, you're up in your feelings. Like, you're definitely in your feelings. Where is that deck? Let me just... No. So, okay, I got like 2 new decks, and I haven't really packed them out, and they are so special to me. There's like the black and the white. Oh my God, the yin and the yang. Like, look at that. I am going to do the He Said, She Said spread with these soul cards. All right, these are very unique, and they were quite expensive, and I just could not really take them out of the box. Oh my god, but we're going to do the yin and the yang readings. Perhaps that's a new reading for the channel, the yin and the yang. Let's see what we got. Ooh, softly, softly, the tender touch. I love it. So this is the Queen of Cups energy. This is the softly, softly, tender touch. And this card talks about taking things easy. And if I could only read what this card is saying, like, I don't have the book right here, so maybe I'll try to read it in the extended. But it is talking about the sun, and it has like a very beautiful myth in it. I can't even explain it right now, but it has to do with the sun and how powerful the sun is, even when she does not do anything. So like being still, being calm, and just being you, just shining bright, and you will, you know, make a lot of change. Like people will feel whenever the sun is shining, right? Like the sun does not have to do anything. Just be there and just be pretty, right? Okay, just be pretty. But that's the kind of like the message, like just softly, softly, the tender touch. Do not try to push things. Do not try to force things. Do not try to make changes, because that's what the moon with the lunatic will try to make you do, to, you know, make some type of a big move or a big change. And it's like softly, softly, the tender touch. Like just be in the Queen of Cups energy. Spirals of manifestation, that's what's coming in for you, Sag. Spirals of manifestation, which is your long, hard work towards getting this commitment off the ground, whatever that commitment is, or getting the stability or financial stability for some of you as well. You got the Hierophant here as well, so that is, again, talking about commitment. So expect some type of commitment. Last but not least, and I will definitely read this message in the extended as well. All right. Sacrifice. Oof, you guys know I hate this card. There are those worth making, and there are those who will destroy you. I'll tell you a little quick story. It was beginning of January last year, and I have like this beautiful tree in front of my balcony, right? Like I have two of them, and it's like those big, huge, wavy trees, and I'm all in green. So I love that tree, right? And I used to really meditate watching it, and it just gives me so much calmness. And I remember I came back from Barcelona, and there was like a big wind, and like there was like crazy storm going on here. And all of a sudden, one day I woke up and the tree fell into, we've got like the water in front of the tree, and it just has fallen. And I was warning, I think I'm warned literally a week. I literally cried over the tree, and people in my family was like, okay, you gotta act normal. Like, I was like, no, you don't get it. Like, this was a big sacrifice. I don't know what the sacrifice was, but I remember I was getting this message as well, like the sacrifice card. And as I was thinking about why is this sacrifice card coming out, I walked into the store, and I heard like one of my favorite songs by Anouk, which is called Sacrifice. And I was just like, okay, like there is a big sacrifice going on. Couple days later, the tree fell, and I was like, like you should see the thing of the tree. It's like, it's like this big. Like I wish I had like a picture, but it was like this big when they chopped it off. And the tree fell, and I was just so utterly sad. Like I've been really crying and feeling very sad about it, because I knew that that was a sign from the universe that there is a sacrifice being made. And right after that, the whole world just had this pandemic, and I was like, you know, that was the reason that I had to cry. I knew there was something really bad about that tree falling. And yeah, that's why I don't like this sacrifice card, and not sure where this is leading to with the sacrifice card. I mean, it could be that, you know, I don't know. There are those worth making, and there are those who will destroy you. So be careful of the sacrifices that you make. Perhaps it has to do with the Ten of Wands, like giving too much to people where you do not receive anything good back. Like, you know, you doing all the good deeds and they don't do any good deed back in return. That's a sacrifice of your time and energy level, which you will not return back. So be mindful of that. So let's see, one more card. What is this talking about? Cycles wanted to come out, which is the moon. Self-worth. Some people are trying to diminish your self-worth and value. Do not sacrifice your self-worth for other people. Like, try to keep that close to yourself, all right? We're going to see in the extended. So thank you so much, Saggy. Keep on liking if you want to have your bonus reading, because these were very special to me as well. I hope you like them as well. And yeah, keep commenting, keep liking, keep supporting me and the channel, and I'll catch you soon. The link for the extended will be down in the description box below, and I will go ahead and unbox these and sage them, and I'll be back with you. Bye.